It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mic, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun Diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo.
Hello there. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you from wherever you're watching from. This is Maiyegun Live. Share these broadcasts and see those who probably should be here. Let them see it too. The Kuje Prison break. No be all of us be mumu. But before we begin to analyze that, we should at least hear from them. Last night, terrorists, Boko Haram terrorists, we don't know their numbers, they invaded the Nigeria medium security prison, where they freed over 900 inmates, including senior Boko Haram commanders. No be all of us be mumu, no be prison break, but we'll get to that. Share the broadcast.
Ani esunraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú esunraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ani esunraki.
On this broadcast, in this video, I am going to take you through a journey of how obvious it is the complicity of the same people who promised to keep you safe. What does this mean? And then what is going to happen after this? You can possibly have an idea too when we begin the journey together. Before you are deceived or before you deceive yourselves and then become the victims of what you are currently deceiving yourselves with, sometimes or all the time, it is good enough to have an idea of how complicit, how much involved your government is in the terrorism enveloping every part of Nigeria. You don't have to agree with me. Let us hear from the Defense Minister of Nigeria, so that we are not pretty much jumping into a conclusion, even though we know the conclusion. So what happened, Magashi? The same man that said it is international practice, United Nations Convention, that they must release prisoners of war. Therefore, all the terrorists that have been killing the Nigerian soldiers, police, civilians, and all kinds, in the book of Magashi, when they were caught, by international standard, once they say they have repented, they don't have to pass through the courts. Now, federal prisons all over Nigeria are being broken into. The question you should ask yourself is this: who are those inmates in those prisons that they are breaking? They broke into Owerri prison. They target on IPOB without evidence. They broke into Oyo prison. Nobody is telling us where Wakili is till now. Now they've broken into Kuje Prison. The Minister of Defense, Magashi.
From the records, I believe that it belongs to them. And most likely they are Boko Haram, because we have a sizable number of Boko Haram that are detention, and presently we could not locate any of them. Only number, I think there are about 64. Boko Haram. Yes, and none of them are. This one.
Any numbers with regards to rearrests?
Yes, we have recaptured so many. The one I saw, there are over 200. Precisely, the Controller General already.
But the concern is that the level of information, for instance, came late. How do you there's also security report ahead of their party. We just want to know.
At the right time, I'm sure we'll have something. But when it's not coming at the time that you people will expect us to act, then you find that we have likely to have interpretation of what we think is good, what is slow, and what is not. But I am sure from what we discuss now, every force or security agency working for the community has participated in the best way possible to ensure that all the prisoners and I think we're happy. Many of them found themselves, many didn't go anywhere. Some cells they couldn't open them, and some of them are not captured.
So we need your confirmation.
One more question. Last question, please.
They came here with
Last question.
And vehicles. Can you confirm that?
Last question.
Any casualty on the part of this case?
There is no, there's only one casualty, and I think it's from the civil defense. And, one is hospitalized, otherwise no.
Okay, let me save you the trauma. What is saying in that interview, as he's pretty much nonchalant and all that, you see, I mean, you saw that nonchalant posture. So how many casualty? No, there is not. Oh, there is only one casualty and all of that. Now, what happened is this: Boko Haram terrorist, around 10:30 p.m. last night, they attacked the medium, not maximum, medium security prison in Kuje, and they released over 900 inmates and unspecified number of Boko Haram terrorist commanders locked up there. And according to this man, the defense minister, some of the inmates have been returning themselves, but none of the Boko Haram terrorists in their custody has been found. A BBC reporter kind of did a bit of a coverage that is, kind of a clearer than the gibberish that mofo was spitting earlier. Listen to this. Maybe it will help you get an insight into what they said happened. Then you and I will then go through evidence of what really happened. What you make of that is all yours. Listen to this.
Okay, my country people, I greet you now. This is BBC Pidgin Service, and we come from live from the medium security prison, where be the Kuje Correctional Center for Abuja, Nigeria capital, where Jagoda people attack this early momo. Now for the Nigeria capital, for Kuje area council, 19 happened. Witnesses where they around talk say them hear loud explosions and gunfire around the prison area. And then one of the officials for the Nigeria Interior Ministry say security forces don't take control. True, as we there so security people full this place, army, civil defense, police. In fact, different kind of security people in day for here, and the Jagoda people destroy some of the vehicles where they here. And as they see for this live video, I no go feel waka go front pass this place where they, because now here they allow Tori people to stay for the meantime. So if you look well from this live video, you will see the bus where them burn some cars too, where some of them burn other buses for inside the premises. But the latest story, the cocoa where they happen at this moment, be say the security people they go catch some of the inmates where run come out from the prison, and the Minister of Defense before now don't talk to talk people. Waiting him talk be say him allege say na Boko Haram na do this attack for this prison, sake of say their members where they arrest reach up to 64 for this place. So him believe say na them na do the attack. This one why they tell us so no me talk am, na the Nigeria Minister of Defense na him talk am. So country people, na so they happen for the Kuje Correctional Center. As it be so, then say almost 900 inmates now in this place, but about 600 been escape. But some voluntarily come by themselves, while then still catch others come back. So for the total of 900, about 600 run. So inside the 600, they don't catch about 300 come back. So 300, they still they find them, they see whether then go come back. Country people, so now the latest updates, and the Minister of Defense and the Permanent Secretary for Ministry of Interior, we talk to Tori people before now. They don't enter inside to go do inspection to see as it take happen. When they come back, then go talk to Tori people again. So
So in a nutshell, that is the report given. 64 Boko Haram commanders have escaped. You see others who saw the gate of a prison opened and walked freely out and possibly had no plan of any prison break happening. Some of them got caught, some of them returned back, But the Koko Gongo is the 64 Boko Haram commander. For months now, there have been security reports of how not just the entire Nigeria surrounded, though, as everybody is feeling the brunt everywhere, yeah? Abuja, the seat of power of Nigeria. Now, just one single click. Whoever is there presenting himself as a president or whatever will be gone. Yes. And that's exactly what they proved to you yesterday. And I'm going to show you a few things soon. How possible terrorists from where to where access the place, no fights, no pushback, no nothing. And just like that, Abuja, the same place that if you post it on social media, we are protesting in Abuja tomorrow, you will see all military, all kind of criminals in uniform with guns that you've never seen before. Guns that you'll be seeing them, you're like, oh, so Nigeria get this weapon. They are bringing them out for protesters, yeah? When they murdered the Shiites, it didn't take them long time to mobilize. But from 10:30 last night, for 3 straight hours, in a place that is not far from the Abuja airport, in a place that is not far from the presidential wing, presidential nav, where they keep the presidential jets, a place that is pretty much like 30 minutes lesser than the seat of your power in Abuja. They did that same way they could walk into a community, a community, and walk straight into their schools and then march hundreds of school children into the forest undetected. Of course, now we are not all dumb and stupid. The same place they will kill you even before you come out of your house for the fact that you are going out there to protest is the same place that bomb blasts, attack on a special facility housing the terrorists that have kept and bled Nigeria badly. So something is fishy. And that's how I feel. However, let me show you the first. Let's use the modern tech to look at where is Kuje Prison. Kuje Prison, where is it located? And what are the available security outposts that could prevent any sort of attack, talk less of a prison break? In case if they are lying to you, or in case you can't picture it, let's do it together. You can grab your phone, okay? Grab your phone and go on to, let me share my screen, and go on to Google. Look at this. Go on to Google, where is that? Earth. So, which is Google Earth. I'll do that for you. See. Yeah. Then get onto it exactly. Okay. So, hang on for a sec. We want to go and see where is Kuje Prison and how easy and convenient for you to attack the prison and then walk freely out just like that. Yeah? Now, once this pops up, right, all you have to do is go on to the search. I have done that before I came on, right? And click on Kuje Prison, Abuja. Now, when that is up, hang on. Right. So, you see the Nigerian Immigration Service here. This is where the prison is. Right? Hang on. Now, if you, on your screen, you can see the list of government institutions around the prison location, right? The prison site. This is Army Barracks, Dukba. Hmm? This is there is what do you call it? One sec. Let me widen it more. Now, if you go on to the right, you would see the Abuja airport. Now, prison. Hang on. This is where I believe they are currently. They were housing the. Oh, sorry. Something popped up there. Hang on. I'll fix that and I'll come back to it, okay? I want to show you the entire area. I checked. They have the police barracks. Military base that is not so far from there. But for 3 straight hours, the terrorists succeeded in extracting their leaders for the job ahead. And what is that job ahead? The final battle of what they started in 2014, 2015, that gave them the power, the fear that they have sustained on the blood of innocent people. It is about to get even worse. And you can easily blame it on those who still believe that keeping Nigeria one is in their own interest, not knowing that it is, well, not. I'm waiting for my own Google Earth to load up. I don't know what happened. I interrupted it as we speak, but I'm waiting for it to load up the image I want to share with you. So ask yourselves, Abuja, that is Kuje from Kuje Dokwa, what's it called, to Abuja, where the politicians are flexing their muscles on who is going to be your next president, or where should your next president come from and all that. Once the bomb blasts, you know they will be the first to abscond. Your precious Nigeria, your precious, glorious, greater Nigeria that they have been making you believe, then you come to that reality that is actually not yours. Is in the hand of the ready-made army, the tigers that these criminals fed, all for power, about to consume everybody. Yeah, my what do you call it? My image is back. So let me get what I want up. So we have hang on, Nigerian Prison Service headquarters, which is just about a stone throw from the place as well. Don't worry, let me share my screen and I can go through it with you as well. Now, we know it is not a prison break. It is the release of their servicemen. Now, on your screen, you see Army Barracks, Dukpa. Yeah, is just probably a stone throw from the prison. Yeah. And for 2 hours, just like what they did in Imo, when they attacked the Imo prison. Yeah. Look at the formation on your screen and tell me if it makes sense to you that terrorists broke into this prison service, and they succeeded without any response from any of these areas. Yeah. So I And you see this motorway here, right? You see on this, on your right here, is like the motorway, like an expressway, which also lead you to the airport, the Abuja International Airport. They can take over anywhere, anytime they want. And you see, just that straight road takes you into the city. And people are already being attacked in their homes, inside the suburb of Abuja. Yeah, people are already being attacked. Estates, Lugbe or Lugbe, I don't know how they pronounce that. Lugbe Estates in Abuja, they have come under several attacks. People have been kidnapped in their homes, in their own homes. And the whole thing reeks of government complicity, right? Government complicity. Now, what does this tell you? It tells you that Nigeria is in the hands of terrorists who can do anything, anytime, as they wish, whenever they wish. Just yesterday as well, there's a report, and they said that, the advanced team, the advanced security team for Boko Haram, they were traveling to Daura to go and wait for Boko Haram there. On their way, they got attacked by Fulani bandits. That's what they said. They said they are bandits. Attacked the convoy of the president. They are laying the foundation gradually. They are laying the foundation. Some people already know that you are likely not going to have that your fraudulent election as they are putting it together. You are likely not going to have that. Because, like I said many times, there are things that, there are pointers to show to you that these people and their sinister move and their devilish, existence and all of that, especially their government, they are not going anywhere. And I mean, even when they are not there physically, the shadow of what they have brought upon Nigeria is enough to wreck and further destroy Nigeria. And you may not be paying attention, or you probably know or continue to ignore it. Yeah. They attacked the president's convoy, and then before you know it, they will tell you that insecurity would not let them conduct an election. It's so easy. Your fraudulent 1999 constitution allowed it. They just haven't tested it. The person that tried and tested that once was Goodluck Jonathan in 2015, when he dared to agree that they should postpone the election. It was like, war. You remember that? And he could do that. He said he was postponing the election because of the Boko Haram terrorism in some part of Borno. You remember? And this Tifnumbu, Boko Haram, APC, Egbekegbe, the Al-Qaeda People's Congress, they were everywhere. Because their chance is to use the insecurity to gain power. And they did. So if they wake up tomorrow and tell you that for security reasons, they cannot conduct an election, all you have to be ready for is to what? Protest. We will not take it. And then they bring out their soldiers who are trained to respond to protesters, not to terrorists. And then the whole drama continues like that. Borno State governor came out and he said their camp is now overfilled with repentant terrorists. Look at the unrepentant terrorists who don't want to go through all the charade. They could break themselves out of prisons. And that is the Nigeria they are handing over to you. That's the one you are so passionate to save. Good luck to that. The Nigerian military that failed to respond to the terrorist attack in Abuja, the seat of power. You see, when they kill you for protesting in Abuja, they say, What do you expect? Do you want them to allow you to come to Abuja and do this and that? But what they are protecting is just the discovery of the people, of how vulnerable these criminals have made Nigeria in the last 7 years. And if the citizens come to that term, genuinely, they won't be demanding for an election. They will be demanding for an immediate arrest of these rogues who are still parading themselves as your leaders and decision. In fact, they are still positioning themselves to continue to rule you because you think you can chase them with your PVC. Good luck to that. The same soldiers who couldn't defend the people of, who couldn't protect a prison, a medium-sized prison, the same criminal soldiers, they were busy slaughtering civilians in Ogbaru, Anambra State. And I'll tell you what they did. The way you will know that the insecurity in Nigeria has the blessing of the people in authority, because Nigeria being unsafe is where their power remains and lies. You see, you can't possibly probe them for incompetency when you are running away for your life. They have released hardened criminals, now hardened terrorists, into Abuja and other areas that you would have to end up as a victim in their hands when your own security and when your own soldiers, your own government is so busy slaughtering the people they considered as less Nigerians and much more threatening than the terrorists who are bold enough. They have the capacity to shoot down a fighter jet, not even like passenger jet, your aircraft. They have the power to shoot down a fighter jet. They've done it. They've done it not once, not twice, 3 solid times. These are armed terrorists that the government continue to cuddle and all of that, while they continue to slaughter civilians. Let me tell you what they did in Ogbaru, rather. I'll read it. From record and from the report, the news report, they said that it was gathered that the wanton killings in Ogbaru on Tuesday night, 20th and early hours of Wednesday to 29th of June at Osomala, Umunakwo, and Obeagua communities. The deployment of the military personnel in the area had begun in the evening of Tuesday, during which they claimed to be looking for unknown gunmen that recently laid the area under siege, according to their sources. Now, the soldiers, according to information obtained, later turned their guns on the defenseless and unarmed natives and others, while abandoning the forest, where the locals said were the hideouts of the unknown gunmen located inside Big River or swamp or forest of Obene Ochuche, stroke Umuzu, stroke Okija, divided by Ulasi River. The soldiers were said to have been mobilized from Ogbaru Naval Base and Onitsha 302 Artillery Regiment in over 20 trucks with arms and ammunition. They were said to have targeted defenseless locals, mainly young males, and opened fires on them at close range and killed dozens. They killed over 100 people in Ogbaru a week ago. Nigerian soldiers. Yes. The same ones who were sleeping, snoring when terrorists struck last night. So tell me about non-complicity. Tell me about that. What they did in Ogbaru in Anambra State. So they also wounded and arrested others who are later to be questionably labeled or labeled them as ESN, IPOB hoodlums. Their modus operandi. Videos and pictures of the massacre, which were obtained on Saturday, showed abandoned corpses, shot on foreheads, heart regions, stomach, and back and penis region, littered in one of the community's playground and other locations. Relatives were seen crying beside corpses. Women were also seen carrying the corpses of their husbands on wheelbarrows. This happened though last week in Anambra by Nigerian soldiers. In some videos, soldiers were seen placing pump action guns on top of some of the citizens killed to probably justify the massacre, or they are labeling as IPOB, ESN fighters. They were said to have also invaded several of traditional sanctuaries and destroyed them or displayed their symbols to invariably link them to the pro-Biafra group, Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, and its security outfit, Eastern Security Network, ESN. Speaking to reporters on the recent development on Saturday, security analyst who is also board chairman of the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law, otherwise known as Inter-Society, Shifemeka Ume Agbalasi, described the killings as a genocide just last week. This happened. Some of the videos I can share them with you for you, but this happened. Ume Agbalasi said, no doubt, in quotes, no doubt that Ogbaru is one of the Anambra Council areas presently under the grip of syndicated criminal entities engaging in several nefarious activities, including abductions and killings, armed robberies, and ransom demand, as well as counterfeiting, impersonating Eastern Security Network. But latest findings by Inter-Society showed that the criminal entities are camped inside Big River or swamp forest of Obene, Ochuche, Muzu, Kija, divided by Ulasi River. The area covers Ogbaru communities of Atani, Amiyi, Umuzu, Ochuche, Akiri Ousuzu, Osamari, Humunanko, and Oguanaocha. Information available to Inter-Society also has it that they have camps at different forests in Umuanko and Oguanaocha. So, consequently, on the night of Tuesday, the 28th of June, 2022, over 20 trucks of soldiers, arms, and ammunition were mobilized, and the areas were invaded in an aimless war-grade operation. And instead of the military personnel, including naval and army personnel from Ogbaru Naval Base, Onitsha 302 and Onitsha 302 Artillery Regiment, going into the affected forest camps, they let loose on innocent locals, shooting them at close range, including forehead, chest, manhood, and other terminal regions. Several or dozens were killed in the end, as you might have seen in the videos and pictures of the aftermath of the invasion. The rampaging military personnel also went into villages and broke homes at late nights, forcing scores to be killed and other defenseless natives of the affected communities to escape through River Niger and others. Now, the board chairman of Inter-Society also explained that the pictures and videos of those slaughtered showed or body image or images of passers-by, returning youth farmers, and occupational hoarders. In their usual way, referring to security agencies, he said, in order to justify their conduct atrocities, attached pictures and video shows how they place pump action guns on body top of some of the victims and raided traditional religious sanctuary and destroyed them or displayed their item to make their massacre pictorially trademarked. They are usually concocted ESN, IPOB mayhem or attacks or terrorism. State-sponsored genocide is associated with this criminal government. It is real. People are victims. They are killing people. And it is so much bad that it is turn by turn. Now, see, no matter how much you pretend to not want to be associated or try to be politically correct, here is the danger. The danger here is this. You, as a civilian who want to be so patriotic as a Nigerian I'm a patriotic Nigerian. The point here is this. The rogues who have unleashed terrorists on the rest of us, they don't care about patriotism. They don't give a damn about it. What they earn and live on is the fear, the bloodbath. So when you claim patriotism for Nigeria, then you realize that patriotism alone is not enough. As they say, defend yourself against terrorists. What do you use to defend yourself against terrorists? Your bare hands. That is foolishness. That is unpatriotic. That's not patriotism. The rogues who spend trillions of your money every year. Do you know that since these criminals came in, they told you that they will end the terrorism of Boko Haram in months? Rather than them end the terrorism of Boko Haram in months, they have escalated it. They have turned it into an industry. They have deliberately incapacitated and compromised what you call security apparatuses you have in Nigeria. Now, the consequences of that is that the news like this will continue to pop up, and other audible things that you continue to imagine. How did we get here? They will continue to pop up and continue to claim their victims until you stop deceiving yourselves and stop playing the card of one Nigeria, united this, united that. You cannot be united or when you are under attack, and you are united to keep the attackers in power or keep them in control by keeping Nigeria one as they want you to. 7 years, you are no longer dealing with Boko Haram. You are now dealing with ISWAP. You are now dealing with a Fulani terrorist. You are now dealing with all Hydra-headed sort of crimes that they've popped up, including unknown gunmen that we know. Yes, we know the unknown gunmen. Ask Oplesus Odinjo. Ask Okorocha. Ask all these criminals who are using political power as well. Their greed and the insatiable lust for power to sacrifice their own people. They don't give a damn. So we know all this happened. And guess what? It cost you more. In 7 years, from the annual budget of 1,800 billion for your defense, that jumped to over 4 trillion naira a year to fight terrorism, right? To buy weapons. But guess what? The Nigerian military, the Nigerian soldiers, they've never suffered this much casualties before these rogues came in. But because they are so compromised that they themselves are sacrificing their own personnel just to keep this contraption together, they lie. They spend money to buy weapons, the same weapons they will use in killing the same people they promised to protect, or the same weapons that they open their doors for terrorists, their own sponsored terrorists, to walk in, swerve in, grab everything they can grab, and then boom, disappear. Then the news breaks, oh, they just broke into Kaduna this, they just broke into this and that barracks. And you really think that those are coincidences? You really think those are not exactly what they want to happen, including this prison break? The consequences of it all is that while you are asking yourselves, how did we get here? How did we get this and that? Your destiny, your future, your existence has been mortgaged enough that you are just a bomb away from RIP. No joke. The template right now is to loosen the further terrorists on you. They said they have trained they said they have trained 1,600 Boko Haram terrorists on trade, repentant terrorists, and they have released them back into your society. Layamo was talking about that just a few hours ago. And those rogues who have been defending the Operation Safe Corridor, shebi, if you say you have arrested terrorists, they have repented.
which means they don't want to go back to terrorism. But before all of that, what happened to the extracted information from them on how to end the terrorism in Nigeria? You are walking backward with speed. And some of you think you are smart, speaking grammar. We want to save our country. We want to take our country back. You don't have a country to take back from anyone because you don't even have what it takes to take it back from them. Your PVC will never take Nigeria back from them. You see the guns they have? That's the power. And that's how they grabbed Nigeria from you long time ago. Trillion and trillion and trillion being spent only to fund terrorists. Ransom taking, this or that. They are using them to fund terrorism. And just like 2014, 2015, they are paving way for it again. Buhari's convoy attacked. Who attacked him? Who are those paying the price for that? Was he not attacked in 2014? In Kaduna? Terrorist attacked Buhari, yeah, you remember? And this is 2022, a year before another supposed charade election. His convoy has been attacked. The other day they told us that Nigeria had to pay over $6 million or 6 million euro to terrorists in order to buy back anti-aircraft launcher, the weapon in the possession of the terrorists in northern Nigeria, which the Nigerian security agent, the DSS, feared could be used to shoot down Buhari from the sky. So they had to pay them money to get it back. So they have all it takes to take Nigeria whenever they want. And PVC is never going to dissuade them. They have released over 40,000 repentant terrorists. It is a big project in northern Nigeria as we speak. Repentant terrorists. Should be when you take information from repentant terrorists or criminals or anything, they are supposed to help you to end that crime. In Nigeria, you are racing backward, running backward to crash. Over 40,000 repentant terrorists have not been able to give Nigerian security agents the information to end terrorism. And the reason why Nigeria is completely broken as we speak today is this issue of insecurity, because everybody is not a fool. We know those who are sponsoring them. We know those who are using their laws to protect them in Nigeria. If you arrest them, if you take any of these terrorists to anywhere, you will be locked up. Almost a year ago now, you remember when they attacked your prison? They freed Wakili. We have been asking them, where is Wakili? Where is Wakili? Shut up your mouth. What do you want to do if you know where he is? Is that how they united their country against terrorism? Is that how they work? So stop deceiving yourselves before you become a victim. Because the bottom line is this. Everybody is going to come to that reality too. And the reality is that your city may be next. Yes, the level of terror that they spread before 2015 election is coming back in multifold. Back then, you are afraid of Boko Haram. Now you don't even know who you are afraid of anymore, because you may be sleeping and you may wake up and it will be the Nigerian soldiers shooting you to your, in your own sleep, shooting you to death. And you may never live to tell the story. That is the level of terror they have brought while you are preparing for election. And then making yourself believe that those who are doing this, those who actually make Nigeria look like, I don't know how you think the whole world is Nigeria as we speak. A complete joke of a place. And who made it a joke? The rogues who were born with the entitlement of born to rule syndrome. See what is done to us. So when we say, tell ourselves the truth, we can save ourselves a lot of so much predictable outcomes of where this is actually headed. You are not going to tell yourself and say, God is going to just do this or that. Even your pastors, even your imam, even all those people you see out there, they all have their plan B. Except for the power that the elites are going to grab and fight for, they have no other plan to keep anybody safe from the arm's way. In fact, keeping you all in the arm's way, keeping you right there in the danger zone, vulnerable, is what gives them power. Narcissistic crooks. So where is next? Turuji, the terrorist that has been, that has been harming the terrorists who have been kidnapping all this terror you are hearing about in northern Nigeria. One of their leaders is called Turuji. This Turuji used to sit with the governors, all these governors in northern Nigeria. They used to welcome, he used to go into all of their government houses and all that. Even when the terrorism under this APC, Egbekegbe, was brewing that much. Then suddenly, we don't know what happened. Turuji collected 500 million from Masari in Katsina, and he released over 1,000 supposed Nigerians in his captivity. He released them. He collected 500 million. Then he went back again to go and kidnap over 1,000 people again. Then the next thing, Bello Masari entered the soldiers and said, well, you remember that guy? We know his location. They went there. He killed all the 14 soldiers they sent. So they declared him wanted. Since then, Turuji has been everywhere. And the business has been booming. Politicians are making empty noises, empty threats and all of that. And the rogues, here's the final one. The rogues who brought all of this upon everyone, they are still grandstanding, telling you the northern Nigeria, they want to still be part of Nigeria. The northern Nigerian voters, they are the most so affected. They are the most, suffering and the rest of that in this Nigeria. But they still want to be part of Nigeria because their elites have no job. They don't. So the question is, where it is next? Is it going to be your city? Is it going to be your community? Is it going to be your town? Tifnumbu is in France right now. Negotiating, is now negotiating with the Shaguri. You know the Shaguri brothers? Those guys who helped Abacha launder his loot. I don't think the Indomie generation will probably know much, except for those ones who have, put it upon themselves to educate themselves about the contraption Nigeria. Indomie generation, you may not know the Shaguri. They are already sharing the pictures of Tifnumbu sitting with them. You are done for. You will see the level of the confidence, the level of the decadence, the level of the degeneration in your system is the reasons why you see have people campaigning and asking you to keep APC, Egbekegbe. Good luck to you, because when that happens, right, you already have the terrorists that are going to keep you on the run, and guess what? Oh dear, you are going to miss Boko Haram in few days, just few days, with your Tifnumbu. Now your choice is making a get them. Some people said they survived Tifnumbu. Boko Haram, they will survive Tifnumbu. But look at yourself, the consequences of all of that. That's your choice, Abi. Keeping Nigeria one for them, as they say. This one is a clip that you should just take and remind yourselves. Sometimes you need to know that there is no point in creating alternative reality from the real reality. A flashback to somebody who used to be in the system. He said this, and he said a lot too. You probably laughed.
The truth I'm telling you now is not about sentiment. Is that there are a group of people in this country that feels that this country should be Islamized. This is a fact. Except you want me to start mentioning names of people in this government that we have interrogated. I was a member of an interrogation team, and I've interrogated a very high-ranking member of this government in 2007, 2008 on the issue of Boko Haram. I interrogated him. He's in this government right now. And what was the issue? Boko Haram. And this senior officer was actually let go because he was found culpable. But right now he's in the government. You see, we must say the truth, because if you don't, this country is going down the precipice. We have been set back more than 60 years right now. We've gone back to the time before.
It's just a reminder. And there is another one. A member of the ruling party.
Now they've taken advantage, coming with weapons.
So that's a gondola. An average Buhari idiot. They will say, where gondola get that information from? Where did you get it from? Or where did you get the idea from? Yeah.
I got the advice from a madman.
That's what they say, man. They'll be like, oh, no. We own everywhere. What do you mean by we should not go do this or that? You are a madman, somehow. Now, the deceit is there, but it's up to you. The propaganda is to make you believe that sometimes this whole thing is the will of God. So all you need to do is to pray. That's part of the propaganda to keep you down. Somebody said that, Maiyegun, why don't you come back home? It's so lame. Like, not that you mean that. I've said that many times. You see, when people tell you, when you point out all of this to these humbled slaves, and they lamely says, why don't you come back home and do it? Come back. It's not because they mean that. They don't mean that. Because if it's about coming back, hello, there is somebody who is there and has been there with you for so long. Nobody say you dey lack people. But the people that came back as humbled slaves in the concentration camps, you want them to be killed so that they can stop telling you that you deserve better. So not because you mean that. And come back to come and make your soldiers or your security men do their job. Or to come back and then to come and help you make all the terrorists sponsored by your government to become born again, or what? You don't really mean that. We know you don't. All you ask and come back is because in what they call in what we call Dabimosheda in Yoruba, that is, you just want majority of those who have a little bit of a voice than the quacky, slavish ones that they have conditioned you into. You just want them to be like you. What are you enjoying about slavery in the first place? I mean, I don't see anyone who is an happy slave. You shouldn't be an happy, oppressed person. Somebody who has submitted to life. Somebody who believes that there's nothing they can do anymore. Their situation is what it is. What do you want us to do? Just, I mean, that shouldn't be an happy place. There's nobody that wants to be like you. Especially many of you who have become humbled, submissive, and
completely disoriented. Illusioned that somehow, something sometimes is coming to change your situation. I have a news for you, and it is not a good one. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming. The thing is, what I do most of the time on Maiyegun's Diary Politico is to let you understand that you fight from here, or you take off your clothes and you put on a basket just to prove that you love Nigeria so much, is never going to take away the danger that you are in. And to make it even more worse, it doesn't spare anyone. Do you get that? It doesn't spare anyone. If anybody tells you to stand up and reject something that is so obvious that it is set up to be against you with all evidence, and if you decide to do something, you are not doing anybody any favor. Oh, sure. Come back home and come and do it. If not, go shut up your mouth. Oh, somebody telling you that, look at it this way, look at it that way. And you can't continue to be a madman, doing same thing again and again and expecting a different result. And you begin to act funny. Nigeria is a great country. Our country is this and that. Blah, 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 blah. And all of that. If you challenge the system that impoverishes you and stolen, the one that has stolen your own future, and which one? The one that you're actually living by the day for. You're not doing me a favor. Waiting be my own. You're not doing me any favor. I am not doing you a favor too. Don't think when they say these guys are this, these guys have done that, and this is the consequences of what they have done. There are reasons why the insecurity has escalated is because of them. And you think standing up against them or standing up to them, you are doing me a favor, or you want to do me a favor. Come back home, let us do it. Oh, badun. You are not doing anybody a favor. Somebody who is in America, somebody who is in the UK, sometimes will tell you, I am only trying to help you. That's why I'm advising you. Listen, me, I'm not trying to help you. Okay? I am trying to make you understand that you will need to help yourselves, or nobody else, no one else will do. This is it, oh. Because even those of us where they are abroad, the water, they reach us. No be all of us, they cry out. If we raise the alarm of the criminality of those that parade themselves as honorable men and women, and then we talk about the consequences of all their actions and inactions, is because whenever it affects you, as it is affecting you in Nigeria, it indirectly affects many of us too. You can ask some people, when you see some people talking with anger, we want Yoruba nation, we want this and that. The last 7 years, as it has made your lives miserable in Nigeria, which is so evident, right? So many people abroad, their own blood pressure self don't rise. You know why? Every of these attacks, whether na Boko Haram attack, whether na the Fulani terrorist invasion, whether na the inflation attack, whether na the economic attack, unemployment attack, healthcare attack, education attack, house rent attack, anywhere where Nigeria they attack you, in most cases, people will get people where they go ask for help. Now the people where they are abroad, they foot the bill. Some people now, when the phone rings, their heartbeat will increase. Once they check it, Mommy, Jesus. I hope something has not happened. Let me quickly, I don't even know if I should take the calls. That is how much Nigeria is affecting everybody all over the world. And this one is the one we say, touch you. I mean, they no hold you. You know, they Nigeria, SARS, no, they pursue you. Are you with me? Nobody say SARS, they pursue you. Nobody say NEPA go take light. Oh. Not that you are going to lose your job or one boss want to, nothing like that. But just phone call from Nigeria. I have people that will tell you. So when you see people say, "Oh, I support Yoruba Nation, let's break it up. I support Biafra," some of you have no idea. You sometimes think it's because they are looking for better life themselves or they have something they want to gain directly. It is because being part of Nigeria has done more damages than what you can even document. I'm giving you an idea now. Some of them are watching me right now. That is how Nigeria affects us indirectly. Then the way it affects us directly, there are many. Many people's lives have been, or life advancement have been kind of altered. Partially, set back, some permanently, simply because they are Nigerians and they needed the supposed support of their own government representatives in different countries where they live. Look at how many lives of those who are Nigerians in the United Arab Emirates who are doing their own legitimate existence. See how Nigeria flew from Nigeria situation, Nigeria backwardness, Nigeria anyhowness. See how he left the shore of Nigeria and he went to United Arab Emirates. And today, you can ask them there, are they suffering simply because they are in Nigeria, or they are suffering because of their own link and association to Nigeria, Nigeria's institutional decay? I just used that one because it's so recent. But if you have to begin to ask all of everyone who is outside Nigeria to begin to document their experience and then they choose, would you still want Nigeria to continue? Then they'll tell you how Nigeria is affecting them directly. And that is just that. And that is not all of it. Many of us who are living outside Nigeria, even though we have this freedom to speak our minds, we have, many of us have good lives. When I say good lives, I mean something that is lacking in Nigeria, which is the security of life, the security of your own finance, job security, things that makes you comfortable and allowed you to build and dream. I mean, away from all of the shenanigans of Nigerian institutions and all that. So many people are comfortable. And then you'll be wondering, Baba, waiting be your own now about this Nigeria issue. Baba, you are in America. All of us are praying to leave this place and just get out of this whole place. You did America, they complain. You did UK, you are complaining. It's because you don't have a good thinking. A deep thinker will understand the fact that Nigeria just wanted us to be the best of us, to be outside Nigeria. And since Nigeria has succeeded in that, it wants to keep us that way. How? Now, if you have succeeded in any part of the world that you have chosen to live with your family, if I tell you, when next are you going to Nigeria with your entire family? When next are you going to take that your success, that your business success abroad? When are you going to take it back to Nigeria in order to help the poor people in Nigeria? If I ask you that direct question today, so many of you who are actually so ready, where is your thought today with the situation in Nigeria? Telling yourself the truth now. Now, that's how Nigeria has also kept us out, right? And kept us as people who only subsidize the poverty, the terrorism, the insecurity that they have created in Nigeria. And we are only good at that. Many people can come back home for so many reasons that were not there 10 years ago. I mean, I'm not too young to know that there are many, many people who have decided to stay back, who want to take their hard-earned money back to Nigeria right now. You may think this is, but people are going. No, you are lying. People are not. There is something called foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment is when people from outside Nigeria, it could be those who are from Nigeria, who are Nigerians from outside, who are bringing back money, to invest in critical infrastructures, to invest in job creation. You know what that would do? Foreign direct investment would have created jobs. Foreign direct investment would have a little bit stabilized your naira a bit. But what you have in Nigeria is cash flight. What you have in Nigeria is brain drain. And what you have in Nigeria is capital flight, job flight, which has come back to show that Nigeria has witnessed the worst ever foreign direct investment in 60 years. Guess what? Nigeria is in negative red. Nobody is bringing anything into Nigeria. And therefore, your politicians, whose intention is just to keep themselves comfortable, not you. What have they done? They went borrowing. Yes, they've gone rogue. And they took you down the indebtedness route, which has further crushed and collapsed your own economy. Like, for real, that's the truth. So where is the foreign direct investment? Even the money they stole from you, they have no intention of reinvesting them in that same place. Negative red, FDI. Somebody is distracting my friends. I want you to not get distracted. And then whoever probably feel like is going to cause distraction, we can get them out, okay? So we know that Ibu, Tony, Coco, whatever TV and all that is probably not who he says he is. But there's no point in you kind of getting sassy or getting pissed off with what we are saying. One moment. So, do you get that? So many of us who would have contributed so greatly to the southern, because if you look at those who are mostly outside Nigeria, from Nigeria, they are mostly from the southern part of Nigeria. Do you get that now? So many people would rather go and invest their money elsewhere, not in this contraption as we speak. If you see any of them gang together and say, we are coming to save Nigeria, I'm coming back from America, whether they say they are going into business or going into politics, they are coming to rob you. And that is why all this MMM you are seeing, most of them, all these Ponzi schemes and all of that, they are coming from people, right, who have seen the vulnerability brought upon you by these rogues. And they are cashing on that. So there's no money, no real clean money, other than the money from the diasporans who are subsidizing the failure of your own criminal politicians who are milking you so terribly bad. And you are hemorrhaging, you are bleeding. And this bleeding can be stopped if they have no Nigeria as their feeding bottle anymore. I strongly believe that is possible. Some people believe that it is a PVC that will change that for them. But one thing we all have in common is this. Many of us feels like this is not right. And it can continue like this. If it does, then we are done for. So the point now is how many people are really preparing for the aftermath of this Armageddon. It is so near. It is so close. You can see it. And I'm asking you that if you stop creating alternative reality for what you can see and feel, we will likely be able to stop deceiving ourselves that there is something to still salvage about Nigeria, especially when the intention of those who want to keep it to one under this arrangement, their intention is not a good one. They have shown it. They have proven it. But many of you are pretending to be blind to it because you can easily, conveniently create your own alternative. Why are they so afraid to discuss if Nigeria should continue as one or not? Why? The answer is not far-fetched. Because if you should have that conversation tomorrow, even you, Mr. One Nigeria, Miss One Nigeria, you will begin to question that your idea, the idea behind that your One Nigeria, when the real truth of what Nigeria is all about hit you. Again, they have done Kuje. 64 terrorists are on the loose. You are never going to see them again. And you are never going to read about it again until when they strike. But the question is, who is going to be that next person? Sorry, the Empress. Thank you very much, by the way, for that. Give me a sec. The PayPal is easier. Don't search for Maiyegun's diary. If you want to use any PayPal, it's under this, is scrolling on this screen. And if okay, something for you one day. Thank you, ma. The Empress. So thank you. However, we are all affected and we are all reacting. So there's nothing left other than the remittances from many, many of us abroad. And that is also something that you should be, you have never been taught in school, or you never paid attention to. Economics, they call it. Your government in Nigeria, they have been borrowing because many, many of you are now jobless. Because you are jobless, you can't pay tax. If you don't, your government don't make money. So what did they do? They resorted into what is the draconian tax policies to squeeze out whatever they can squeeze, like squeezing water from stone. To sell anything they can sell, as long as it turns to cash. Print money that they can print, even if it costs inflation again and again. Then go borrowing as much as they want. When they get all of that, what do they spend the money on? Not on your power, your poor or epileptic power supply. No. They don't invest it on your, on your refineries so that you can locally refine your own products, crash the price of what you are paying, create jobs as it should be. No, they don't. Invest the money in modern railway, which they have been building for you, and they call it they are now putting locomotive on them. They are mismanaging everything they could get, loot whatever they can get from it, yeah, and they are left. You are left as destitute to bear the whole cost, while they are dealing with you, buying properties abroad and all of these places. Those who are abroad, people like me, people like many people who are watching me, we have been footing and funding your economy. At some point, we became their target too. They said, if you have money to give to anyone in Nigeria, go and use e-Naira. E-Naira, where is e-Naira today? Where is the e-Naira? They ruined everything. And till tomorrow, all of us who are in the diaspora, who have been responsible, by the way, we have been funding your economy in Nigeria with over $30 billion. That's economy. That is the reason why you have not turned to Venezuela.
Shebi, you know that Venezuela, they also have petrol. They also have crude oil. They also have all these things that you have in Nigeria. But Venezuela would have been better than Nigeria if not for the hardworking young men and women like me, Maiyegun General, who doesn't depend on your roguish criminal you called leaders too. I don't have to go and knock their gate before I can pay the school fees of my children. I don't have to. I don't have to ask them or beg them or pray to God to help me touch their hearts so that I can pay for my medical bills or that of my children. I am not in that category. I am in the category of those who are funding Nigeria economy, that your roguish criminal leaders who are living exorbitant, luxurious life at your own expense. Me that you don't like, I am one of those who put money in that contraption every day, every week, every month, and every year in order to subsidize the poverty that your leaders represent. And I didn't come back to Nigeria to do that. You should be praying for most of us. You should be worshiping us. But majority of una, where they jump up and down for this APC, people destroying people, and the rest of that, you no get sense. That is why once in a while, if you are one of those zombies, dunderheads, one Nigeria deceitful, ignorant moons, once in a while, my brother, Esa, that you are old, no mean say you get sense, okay? But to know, say, at least, something still dey your head. They shake them once in a while, like that. When you sit down, to know that you still get your brain still there, never empty. Once in a while, when you are sitting down, just do like this. You feel here, kro kro. If you hear kro 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 kro, now that your dry brain is still there. Because we never have to come back to Nigeria to touch your economy and save some of you from Venezuela, save you from Somalia, which is the wish of your criminal, roguish leaders that have soldiers that they will not pay. They have soldiers that they will not give correct arm to. They have soldiers that they use to commit genocide, ethnic cleansing, racial, tribal, ethnic profiling. Come on, man. So when you see that, you should be praying for me, even if you don't like me. Because to you, now me you give the money to, that's what I'm saying. The type of education they are giving to you has made it difficult to explain some of this contraption to you successfully. The type of education they are giving to you is pangolo education, just to be able to read and write, but no brain. Few people have managed to think outside the box, and they have been able to pair 1, 2, 3 together, and they have seen through the lies called Nigeria. And nobody will say through the lies and still feel comfortable lying to others. I have never been comfortable since I discovered the truth. I don't have to give you money before you understand that I am helping you. If you are in Nigeria, even if you're a rich man in Nigeria, you should be thanking us. All of us, where they subsidize the economy that your elites are milking. They are milking it, and they don't have any remorse or shame because they know that many of you are so dumb, you don't even know the consequences of what you are supporting. $30 billion a year, that's a lot of money. Your government is borrowing, like say they swear for them. Any small thing are borrowing. Any small thing are borrowing. Any small, and now what are they borrowing? They are going everywhere to borrow 500 million, $1 billion, $2 billion. They are giving you 30 years payment line. Your children, they will be paying you debt as long as Nigeria remain one. But look at me, from my own money, £100, £1,000, £2,000, $5,000, $20, $30, $40, 300 riyadi, 500 euros,
All this money, where all of them they send, everything, whether they convert them to naira, put them for dollar. In a year, that's over 30 billion. And what do you use this money for? You use the money to pay for hospital bills of people the government denied hospital. You use the money to build house and put security there because you know they are not safe. You use the money to build their boreholes and to buy water and all of that for people that will never be given water. You use the money to pay the school fees of those that they won't even open the school gate for. And who are those paying that? You are paying all of this for your family members. You are paying that for your neighbors. You are paying that for random people. All of that money that you see, when they get into their economy, the doctor that is going to treat your own mother, the doctor that will treat your mother in private hospital is relying on that your money. So that, because, you know, not many people will be able to afford that. Then that doctor will be able to then pay those nurses that says, they have not paid doctors. They are paying us, so even though they're nonsense that they pay us. I am working for so and so clinic. People will pretend to have jobs, still suffering. But you see, when they say, I will send your school fees, I will send your this, I will send your that, or I will buy you a car so that you can start a business. So when you start a business, you can be paying tax to the same government who gave no damn about you. You see all this money, they come into your economy. They create jobs. They pay salaries, okay? They feed families. Some of you are benefiting from it. You are working in, some of you who are like having what they call underemployment. Now, economics, I'm teaching you right now. Me, I no be economist, but I'm a layman who knows that 1 + 1 is 2. If you begin to try to say to solve 1 + 1, it's not always 2. It's not that easy. Maiyegun, you can't bring x is 1, x is 0. Why, Baba? Na GPT you won't do. If I get £5 for pocket, if I spend £2 from it, now £3 I get left in my own book. So they teach you economics of 1 + 1 now, and don't let all these rogues and criminals that want to bamboozle you with, it doesn't work that way, Maiyegun. Maiyegun is not always easy. But listen, layman to layman. Your government is going out to go and borrow 10 billion, 20 billion. They are devaluing your naira to become more trashy and trashy. And because of that, since you are an import-dependent economy, which they have succeeded in making you for decades, you will need to change your trashy naira to any currency of any country where you want to trade with before you can then bring your products back to Nigeria, which then comes to you where they talk to me right now, or they watch me rather. You are working in a private company. They are paying you 35,000. They are paying you 100,000. Oh, they are paying you 200,000. Professor in Nigeria is earning 400,000 a month. And 400,000 naira in a month is just about 600 pounds sterling. And that is what a professor in a university in Nigeria collects. So before he gets the money, they've devalued it already for him. Now, that professor knows that the education in Nigeria is so terrible. He wants to pay for the education of his own children abroad. So the professor, to succeed, will then go into every shady things he can do. In the process, by the way, as you are having all those capital flights, me, I walk inside toilets, the clean toilets, so that I can get paid £8 an hour. And I'm going to work for 12 hours. I'll clean all toilets, clean this one, clean that one, pay tax to the UK, pay my house rent, pay my electricity bill, get some food. Then I look at my receipt, I say, I need to send 100,000 naira for mama's rent, mama's food, papa's this and that. God. Then you have to pick up and say, if I do that right now, I'm going to go starving. My children are not going to eat good food. It's not because I'm not hardworking. I've worked hard for my money, but the chunk of it will still have to care for others that could be called anytime that they are dead because they had no access to health care. Do you see how that affects us? and you where they abroad, they do patriotic Nigeria abroad. I no go say maybe God punish you, because if I say that one no they to work. But you are punishing yourself too. If you think you are so safe somewhere, and then you are joining the chorus of those Nigeria go better one day. But now economics, I just gave you economic class. Just same way your politicians, your security agents have been so compromised that any terrorist caught have a chance to repentance. And if they choose repentance, they can be paid money. The same system that allowed that is the same system that indirectly and directly, Papa, funding terrorism. Look at the ransom being paid. Look at the ransom that they are paying to terrorists. You are indirectly funding terrorism that way. It's not even indirect, Jerry. They said they are spending over $3.something billion or more. $3.something billion is the industry, terrorism industry in Nigeria, where people are paying ransom in dollars, in naira, in all of that. So the consequences of all of that is this. As long as you continue to feign ignorance, continue to pretend that one Nigeria is real, and all of this is going to face and pass away, I am here to remind you that no be so they walk. If you don't join hands now and call for an end to this arrangement, every day we wake up, we are just a disaster waiting to happen. Me and you, we are just, what do you call it? We are just a bomb blast away from the tragedy that so many of us have not been contemplating right now. And that is exactly what Nigeria represents. I am going to come back later tonight, where I am going to indeed dig deeper into those who believe that power, changing hands or change of personnel is what is going to put Nigeria back on whatever track you probably think you were on. I'll do my best again tonight to let you see through the charade lies. And if you want to continue to dissipate your own energy towards that, please, if all of you want the democratic, you would let us also remain consistent in warning you. And at the same time, consistent in working to end what is likely going to end us if nothing is done. Now, this is optional. We'll all get served if we all continue to pretend that this is not happening. This won't happen today, just like what happened in our war. Thank God there's no casualties where they started killing the locals around the prison area. But does that mean that they haven't kicked the can down the road for you too? 64 hardened terrorists are currently relaxing less than 24 hours after they broke out from the supposed medium maximum prison. Breakfast. See you later tonight. Thank you. And I'll probably have to take some calls too when that time comes. So you should all watch out and be careful. And I'll see you some other time. Good afternoon.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.